Bellamy interview, October 9th, 2022.
Let's get it popping. Yeah. Get clapping right now, everybody. We got a legend in the building. Bill Bellamy.
Holla at me, man!
Bill Bellamy in the motherfucking building. What's going on, brother?
I'm good, man. God is good, man. I'm really blessed, man. Happy to be here. Also happy to be in Dallas, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of my favorite cities. My whole career, every time I always come here, it's been a blast. It's a party. Texas always do it big. You feel me?
Man, I was at the comedy show Saturday. Shout out She Rich, one of the comedians.
Yeah.
Man, you funny as hell, man.
Thank you, man.
Do people really understand how funny you can? Because I feel like you can travel anywhere with your comedy because you can get dirty, you get nasty, and you got the safe jokes, but they all hit.
But I feel like I'm underrated. I feel like I'm the most underrated comedian because like I feel like I'm a quiet storm. You know what I mean? Because I've been doing so many acting, different things that people forget about the stand-up, and that that's how I got in the game. Like I came from being funny on Def Comedy Jam back in the day, and you know, I was always kind of like the dudes do. Like, you know what I mean? Like dudes fuck with me, and then chicks love me, but dudes fuck with me like, yo, that's my man, man. I don't know why I like this nigga, man. You know, I was always that dude.
Now, you've been in the game 30 years plus,
Yes.
man. How does it feel to have such longevity inside of something that you love to do?
Having longevity in this game is a blessing because, you know, it takes real talent to make it through the ups, the downs, the different decades, and then keep transitioning. Because a lot of cats get stuck. Well, like say for instance, if you a gimmick, gimmicks can't last 25 years. So y'all gotta stop moving. All right, I'm gonna do it again. Cool. So gimmicks, the thing about longevity is you have to have real talent and you have to keep evolving. You know what I mean? Like you can't just be a one-trick pony in the game. You know what I mean? No disrespect to Hammer, but when the Hammer pans go out, now what? You feel me? You feel me?
Nah,
so you always gotta just keep moving. You just gotta elevate your game. Like, okay, I was this way in the 90s, this way in the 2000s, you know what I mean? But I still keep my authentic Bill Bellamy, but like I keep moving, you know what I mean? It's not like I got the hot top fade and I'm wearing the same motherfucker. Like I got the same orange blazer on. I look crazy. Y'all be like, man, that dude really locked in.
Now, I gotta ask this just from a comedy standpoint. How do you pick the people that open the show? Because for whatever reason, the people you had open the show were hilarious.
I always pick monsters, man. Like, I really critique young comedians, and I'm like, yo, they got something. And so I pick good people, right? Because I feel like if you come to a Bill Bellamy show, it should be an experience. Like, you're gonna have a great time. You're gonna laugh from beginning to the end before you even get to me. Usually, what cats do is they put doodle doos in front of them, right, so they look good. Right. I'm the only OG in the game that put monsters in front of me. And they be like, and you can ask any comedian in the game, I'm probably one of only, maybe me and Cat Williams is probably the only two cats that put monsters in front of them.
From the beginning to the end, it was hilarious.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but you gotta be strong in your spot to do that. You know what I mean? I always feel like I always make analogies about basketball. If you a good ball player and you add a couple cats to your team, it's not gonna hurt you. It's only gonna help. You feel me?
Now, have you ever put somebody on the roster that you thought was fire, and they was just like, when they came to do your thing, it was like, that was
they do that all. Yo, you don't know how many comedians come up to me, be like, yo, Bill, man, I slammed, I did this, I got 8 standing O's, and then they open for me and they get booed. Boo! I'm like, come on, man, you can't pump fake comedy though. Even the OGs, even the legends, like, the beauty of comedy that I love most is it keeps you honest.
Right.
You can have a blockbuster movie and fail on stage because y'all gonna give me credit, right? Say I got the #1 movie in the country. You come to see me, you gonna clap because I'm your man for the first minute. Now y'all like, let's get to the business. And if it taper off, it could be a night.
Two of the things that stood out in the comedy show was your COVID set where you talked about the pandemic and the effect that it had on the comedians.
Yes.
I want you to tell me from your vantage point, how did it affect you in the comedy world? Because it was one of those times where everybody was like what is going on? How we gonna make money? Do I take the shot? Do I not take the shot?
Like the pandemic was a real wake up call for everybody because nobody was really truly moving. Like there was no money moving. Promoters wasn't promoting. Clubs was closed. Strip clubs was closed. Hollywood was shut down. So if you hadn't stacked no money and you wasn't really solid in your spot, you was hit. Facts. So the reality was the only people that was moving was comedians.
Why was that?
Because we was the only artists that could do the right venue space. We was under 500. So you could do a show at 250, 350, and they were spacing them for a while. Right. So I had a comedy special to shoot and I needed to practice. So I literally risked my life to go out to perfect my special.
This was People in Dubai? Don't understand it. Is that the way
I never caught COVID or nothing, but I was nervous than a motherfucker. I was like, yo, bro, you gotta get on a plane. Yeah. You gotta go to a city. You don't know what's popping. You watch the news. So, I'm washing my hands. My hands look like slave hands. Right. My hands was like gray. Because the hand sanitizer suck all the blood out your skin. Bro, I was like not touching my face. I was wiping off the seats and shit. I didn't know what was going on. But I needed them reps. I needed those reps so that when I was going to shoot my special, I didn't want to be rusty.
There you go.
Hey, question. How do you feel about COVID and monkeypox now? It's like we just got out of a pandemic and it just went right back to normal like the shit didn't happen like a couple months ago.
This virus thing is really weird because you can't tell me for 2.5 years you got everybody upside down telling everybody we can't do this, we can't club, we can't move, and then 2 minutes later they say go to work. Now they're saying you don't even have to quarantine. Right. Just go to school. They stopped testing the kids. Like, what? Come on, man.
So now, when did you develop this podcast that you have now?
So my podcast was in development during COVID because I wanted to figure out a way where I could like kick it to the people when I'm not on a project. Like I could still be moving and keep my face out there. So Top Billing is basically like a tribute to the culture. Like I wanted to be able to go back to my MTV days kind of in a way where I'm able to talk to all the people that are innovative, all the people that are influencers, all the people who are top billing in their careers, whether it's music, whether it's sports, whether it's technology. That's what my podcast is all about.
How do you select the guests for your podcast? Because you have some big names on your podcast.
I'm gonna get everybody.
Facts.
The dope thing about my podcast is once people see it, they want to fuck with it. Like, cause they're like, yo, Bill, man, I seen your joint with T.I., I seen your joint with Roy Jones, I seen your joint with Shakur, and I seen your joint with I had the other one that was crazy that I had was Scarface.
Ooh, man. Ooh. Legend. Legendary.
And Scarface don't do interviees.
He don't.
I damn near had to go to the crib.
right.
You can Face is an interesting cat. He an OG and he eclectic. And the only reason I got the interview because he fucked with me heavy. So I was like, Face, I need you. He was like, what time you need me to come?
That's love.
You know what I mean?
Are you scared of, on a podcast level, of the cancel culture, even with comedy, like where do you have to hold back anything in the podcasting world?
I'm literally, honestly, I'm tired of the cancel culture vibe because they just trying to like box everybody in. First of all, comedians should never be boxed in.
Facts.
This is
Facts.
Like, this is our whole livelihood to be outside the box. To talk about what people are feeling, what we see. And then now you got us tiptoeing, now we not living, you feel me? So to me, the cancel culture thing, it's gonna go away, bro. Because first of all, artists need to be able to write with their pen. Comedians need to think with their brain outside the box. That's what's funny. Like we can't, like cats that know me, that know my style of comedy, they could smell it if I change. Man. Like, yo, be tiptoeing, man. Yeah, he ain't never used to, you know what I mean? So I don't care.
Now, one of the episodes that went viral was the Tony Rock episode about the Will and Jada situation, man. You being a comedian, what was your first thought when that happened? Because I thought it was fake. Like a lot of people was like, nah, this got to be fake.
Yeah, I was with
does
you.
that-
Like the Will slap was really crazy because I thought it was a skit. Because Hollywood and it was Will Packer. Right. I'm thinking maybe they doing like a throwback joint. Yeah. But then I took 2 more beats. I was like, nah, this might be real. I was like, he cursing? Oh, this might be real. Yeah. Because cats know like, yo, this might be real right now. But unfortunately, it was at the wrong place at the wrong time. It's like, I love Will for what he has done for the culture. I don't know what cats, always give him a hard time, but as a black man in Hollywood, the movies he's made, the choices he's made, keeping his family intact, all the things that I love about Will Smith, I was literally shocked because I was just like, Will always played it right. Like I always felt like he always had the ace. He dropped the ace when he needed, you feel me? Yeah. And in that moment, I was kind of thrown because I was just like, why would Will do that right now? Because he understands the dynamics of Hollywood. Like we brothers ain't got like 2-3 month mistakes. You could be the best person and make one misstep, and then they'll just wipe you out, Meanwhile, like white talent could murder somebody and still go to work, or like get in a car crash, kill 4 or 5 people, and still get an Oscar. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we all know the dynamics of the game. It's just the fact that we just want us protect each other. You know what I mean? And honestly, I just felt I was heartbroken because I just know what it would mean overall. You know what I mean? For black men like us. I always look at other black men. I want to represent you, like you fellas here. When I'm doing movies, when I'm on screen, I always feel like I need to represent every black man that look like me. Amen. You feel me? That's just me. Maybe every other actor don't feel like that, but I feel like I'm representing every dude in the barbershop, every dude that take care of his family, every dude that work at the factory, every dude that's in jail. Like that's who I'm trying to represent you. So I'm always reminded of my purpose. You feel me?
Even doing this.
Yeah, like I came to fuck with y'all because I know what it is. It's like, we all are moving. And so if I can do something to help move the culture and help pull up the next wave, let's get it. Come on, man.
You also have a book that's coming out. Top Billing. Give us a little bit about that. What can we expect?
All right. Y'all ready for this?
Oh, that deserves a clap.
Clap up black authors, goddammit. Clap up the storytellers.
Check this out. So Top Billing is basically the podcast is dudes that's making it. Dudes that's on a hustle from the street cat to the Hollywood cat. That's what top billing is. Everybody want to be top billing in their life, right? Top Billing, the book, is about my life, like how I got here. How did I become an OG? Like how did I get in a position to help move the culture? You got to understand, when I was on MTV, they wasn't really fucking with us like that. Like Michael Jackson was the only artist that was getting on MTV at the time. So when I came to MTV in 91, 92, it was a transition of hip hop kind of getting pushed through. Because, they tried to keep hip hop in the basement. Right. You know what I mean? They had Ed Lover, Dr. Dre, they had Fab Five Freddy, but here come Bill Bellamy, and I'm making hip hop pop. So we ain't just in the basement, we everything. So we got Naughty by Nature, Salt and Pepper, TLC, we got Domino, Snoop, we got motherfucking Dr. Dre, Ice Cube. That's my era. Right. So Jay-Z, you gotta understand, Jay-Z wasn't selling no platinum records till he came through me. That's fact. It is nobody can Jay, I could call Jay right now, it's facts. Because MTV was like the vortex to get to the suburban audience, right? And there was no other way to do it. We didn't have YouTube and all these social media. So at that point, I literally, even though when I was walking the walk, I didn't know how important it was until I started reading the billboards, seeing how hip hop was selling, going from gold to platinum artists. Genuine went from gold to platinum, Mary, platinum, diamond. Usher, diamond. Lauryn Hill, diamond. Like, we wasn't getting diamonds. Rock bands was getting diamonds. So now you got black artists blowing up, being able to take care of their families and stuff like that. So I'm like, yo, man, my contribution is major. So during COVID, I started just really working on my book and thinking about the choices that I made to even get to MTV. Like, that was a blessing from God to, like, first to say, I think I want to make people laugh. That's my shit. I just want to have cats laughing. Laughing got me to MTV. MTV got me to movies. So, you know what I'm saying? So the book is about my journey, the choices I made, the things that went wrong as well. Also, too, like, the prolific interviews that cats forget, the Michael Jackson, the Prince, the Janet, Kurt Cobain, you know what I'm saying? Like, Mike Tyson, like, all these different people that was coming up through the 90s. Like, people look at Mike Tyson now with the gray beard. I was with Mike Tyson with no socks and the gold tooth with the hook part. That Mike, when he was like, I swear to God, I'm trying not to kill people. And you nervous around Mike because you don't know if he think you in the ring with him. Because he was so goddamn strong when he grabbed you, you'd be like, Mike, you all right? I just love you, man. He tossing you around like a rag, but he like you. It's like a pit bull. You know how pit bulls play rough. Like, they almost break your knee. Like, when they hit you, you got to move your knee.
Show no fear.
Show no fear.
Now, what is the story out this book that you can give us that's like nobody would know? If you can divulge.
I'll just give you a tidbit.
Yeah.
The behind the scenes interview with Michael Jackson. The Whitney Houston Bobby.
Oh, okay.
You know, like, I was like literally in the midst of their relationship, because you got to understand, people forget Bobby Brown was over here doing his thing too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whitney Houston was obviously much bigger, but she's doing her thing. And these two were like from two different worlds. I was in the middle of all that.
Man, that shit
Right here.
Now,
it was amazing. Like, even a lot of other Puff Daddy stories that are in the book, because I feel like me and Puff came up together kind of. Like, cats sleep on Puffy's hustle.
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, Puff has always been a hardworking brother, always been creative, always on his grind. He was handing out flyers, bruh. Cats don't understand. I'm talking about Puff Daddy, not Diddy, not Love, not Sean Combs. I'm talking about when he didn't have his record deal all the way locked.
Oh, he was there.
Oh, when he was Bad Boy, Bad Boy, here's a flyer. He giving out t-shirts and hats outside the club. When you taking the flyer off your car. You remember that? When you had all the flyers on your windshield, and you might take one, because it's the Labor Day party. You know what I mean? But Puff was out with the street team. See, back in the day, they was called street teams in New York, and cats would be hustling to promote their projects, their artists. Puff was one of those dudes. That's why I always got love for Puff, because he deserved his success. You know, I'm sure there's always ups and downs with that, but he really worked hard to get there.
Now, to a lot of people, you're a lot of things, but to me, you are the most legendary player that ever walked the planet. You like City Boy #1.
I mean, I take that as an honor, because I feel like Max
for real.
Julian, you know, he passed the baton to me. You know what I'm saying?
So I have some questions that I just want your player opinion on.
Okay, I got you.
So modern dating, you see people like Puff and Carisha, they're together, but they're single, but they're together, but they're single. Right. What are your thoughts on just modern dating as of today?
Well. This is from my player side of the game.
Player.
Young fellas, listen up. Because we're going to do part 2. When we do part 2, we're going to clear up the game. So real quick, the problem right now for guys being players is social media and technology. Technology has ruined the game because no one has discretion anymore. No one has privacy. So it's kind of like hard to move. Like in the 90s, we didn't have cell phones like that. We didn't have Facebook Live, Instagram, Snapchat, cats geotagging the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Oh, he was just at Waffle House. And he supposed to be in Detroit. You know what I mean? So I think that part of the game has taken some of the open area you got. You really can't move. You almost can't be on social media. You can't do none of that. You damn near can't have a phone.
Right.
You gotta have a pay phone.
Email me.
Take your phone. Boom! And then the other part about it now is that women are players now too. So you know.
Talk about
Hey. I done taught a lot of women how to get this money.
They might be better players. They might be better than us.
I think the women might have a game locked because I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna give women they love on women that play this game right. They play chess and sometimes dudes play checkers.
Definitely. Which leads into my next question.
Yeah. So say it
in
again.
the home wrecking relationship, who is the
Home-wrecking.
home wrecker? The man or the side piece?
No, it depends on the situation. So if you got a man that has a side piece, and what you got to give me a scenario on what goes wrong, because if that's the case and they all are consensual with the situation, then it's not really a problem.
You know,
it becomes a problem when there's something that, you know, whether there's a discovery or a bump in the road or something.
Usually you see it happen with the work wives. Like, dude, y'all go to lunch every day. Now suddenly you in the car. Y'all on the way to Jack in the Box for the whatever y'all get. And now you're getting head in the car.
You want a movie set?
No, but listen, like the funny shit about work husbands is they really are lightweight waiting on your bitch. You know what I mean?
No, waiting.
I mean, like lightweight because he's like, he know her birthday, he be like, Felicia, I know your birthday August 3rd.
Bro, you got me competing
And the
against someone I don't
husband,
know.
and the husband done slipped up and forgot his wife's birthday. You know Russell. Hey, Felicia, you know your birthday. Hey, you know what? And he's soft pedaling.
Yeah.
You know, because he ain't gonna be abrupt because he in the work, but he really wants your bitch. You know, he's like, Felicia, your head low today.
Yeah.
I brought you some flowers.
Yeah.
And she be like, boy, you are so nice.
Husbands at home like, I don't know.
Always like, baby, you come home smiling. Well, my work husband got me flowers.
No.
Yeah, so it gets tricky. The funny shit is like, we all human, right?
Yeah.
So like the thing about women, in my opinion, is like women want to always feel wanted and appreciated, right? So like if you get slippery on your job at the crib and there's a dude at the gas station that just literally flirting with your chick a little bit, that make her feel good. It might not even go nowhere, but it's just saying just the feeling of that. Women like that feeling. So that's why work husbands exist, because that motherfucker like your chick really, but he ain't know she outside of his pay grade.
You don't know she crazy.
He don't know, he don't deal with her at the crib.
Yeah.
He always see her in the cute heels and she always got her little
Right.
cheekbones, you know, highlighted and shit. He drop a coffee off and buy her a little, you know, croissant and shit.
He window shopping.
But he ain't never seen her when she on her period, you know what I mean?
Talk about it.
He don't know real life.
Man, what are your thoughts on now where you see a lot of women are joining OnlyFans? Teachers are quitting their job to start showing their body on social media.
I love it.
Oh, talk about it.
I love OnlyFans because it goes to show you how the game is. See, people be getting the game fucked up, bro. OnlyFans taught you how to win. There's women that was in the strip club. There's teachers. There are women that was just like, wait a minute, I got pretty feet. Wait a minute, I got actually a nice ass body. I don't know what they doing on OnlyFans, but they getting chipped off. Teachers who making $35,000 to $45,000, getting $100,000 a month. You want to teach? I don't think so. Or you do your teaching and you go hustle. But the thing that mess up the game is the mamas at the school that's hating on the teachers that's getting paper. Because the dudes ain't mad. They like, Miss Jefferson, the trip.
Yeah.
Yo, I wish I was in 8th grade.
Now, let me ask you this on a player side, right? Let's say you meet a nice young lady in November.
November.
And now Christmas is coming up. How do you handle that as a player?
Well, if you meet her in November and Christmas comes up and you dig her, you gonna do something. Well, I mean, it ain't gonna hurt nothing.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
it's the holidays.
So what to the extent? Like
Be fruitful. But if you really like her, you gonna do something. Because the energy is gonna make you do something. I mean, you ain't gotta go buy no car or nothing, but it'd be nice to send her a gift or wish her, a happy holiday or a Merry Christmas if you can't see her. I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Talk about it. Now, from the 90s, we didn't see nothing like BBLs back then.
BBLs.
BBL. We didn't see that back then, and now you're seeing it
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Girl, 18, fresh out of high school, boom, BBL. She got, getting it done. What are your thoughts on the BBL pandemic?
I'm literally tired of the BBLs. I'm looking at this camera. I'm done at the BBLs. I'm done. Ladies, stop it. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if you gonna get a BBL, do your legs.
Leg days. Don't skip leg days.
They do it. They just doing the booty and the legs look like motherfucking chopsticks. So you got a motherfucking meatball on the chopstick. It don't. You got two meatballs on the chopstick. It don't work. You know what I mean? Do your thigh meat. Or do something for your calf muscles.
Now,
Man, I'm gonna tell you, 25 years from now, them BBLs gonna be looking like flapjacks, bro. They ain't gonna hold up. So I'm going right now. I'm going to throwback ass. Throwback ass. I want to say all the players, all the dudes out here, fuck these BBLs. Go back to that throwback booty.
For the 9-9
I'm talking
and the
about that
2000.
jump rope booty. The girl that ran track. The girl that got a little bit of stretch mark right around the booty cup. You know that little stretch mark right by the booty cup? That's that real ass.
Now, before we get out of here, we want to ask one more question. Now, how to be a player? We got you guy left on a cliffhanger.
Okay.
Will we ever get that sequel?
Yeah, we got to do it. We got to do it because How to Be a Player is one of those movies that I feel like every guy in his teenage years, 20s, 30, whatever, that was a fantasy movie for every guy to want to play. And I feel like I want to give a tribute to that character in this next project. We have a script, we have everything. I just need the time to get to it, but I'm definitely gonna do it. I just want to get it done. Right. And I'm gonna tell y'all on record, in the sequel to this movie, it would be the most beautiful women you ever seen.
Oh.
I'm gonna go online.
Oh, there you go.
Some of y'all gonna want to be there for the day.
Yeah, he gonna start.
I am going to scout the most beautiful women in this movie. I want Candy in the movie that's so crazy. Like while you watching the movie, you're not gonna be able to focus. You're like, damn.
BBLs included.
Because we got to get one or two. Got to respect the coach.
Thanks. Hey, now,
do it for the coach.
Right. Now, I seen you listed for a new house party movie.
Yeah, I'm in the movie.
So you're in the new house party coming out December 9th.
Yes.
How was that to be part of something so epic as far as them recreating house party?
Yo, bro, I was happy and I was nervous because I was like, I hope it come out right because house party is such a classic.
Such a classic.
And I don't want it to be like a joint where people don't like it. But we did a good job, so I hope y'all really, really like it. So you got to understand, house party coming out, then I'm gonna turn around, drop Back on the Strip with Cat. I'm gonna drop Cat. Now let me do it again. So after House Party comes out in December of 2022, then I come out on another film called Back on the Strip. It's Kevin Hart, Wesley Snipes, J.B. Smoove,
Oh, wow.
Faison Love, Gary
wow.
Owens, and Tiffany Haddish in Las Vegas. Crazy funny movie. April of 2023, we dropped Top Billing. OG back in the building, baby.
Hey, man, you already know.
Wait. Do you feel Black Hollywood is missing out on those type of movies as far as the experience of going to the movies? You named a lot of names on that movie as far as with Cat and everybody. Are we missing out on going to the movie theater experience and watching those black movies?
It's coming again. It's like a wave. I feel like it's a new wave. Like, when you seen Girls Trip, you seen all these black films and they make all this money. You got to understand, the black audience is like the number one consumer. Like we spend money for things that we love, and we all love to laugh. Like in the culture, black or white, we love to laugh. Black people especially. That's a part of what we do. Music and laughter. That's what we do. We always snapping, always talking shit. Whether it's sports, in the barbershop, at the crib, at the cookout. So when we get movies and we see people that look like us, we support. So when I drop, you know, the sequel to How to Be a Player and when they got The Best Man coming out as a series, it's gonna blow up. I mean, look what 50 Cent did with Power.
Amen.
Like we watch, like that shit is all us. You know what I mean? The language, the music, the vibe. You feel me? So I'm excited for 2023.
Amen. And then, man, just one more before we get up out of here. Just let all the people know what they need to be looking for right now, today.
Right now from Bill Bellamy, I want y'all to really subscribe and listen to my podcast, Top Billing. It is on Apple Music. It is on Spotify. Just put in Top Billing, TOPBILLIN. All the episodes will come up. Listen to it. Watch the video on YouTube if you want to watch the interviews. Follow me on social media at Bill Bellamy. Everything's Bill Bellamy, Bill Bellamy, Bill Bellamy. There's a lot of dudes out there, but they ain't got that check, bitch.
Right. Hey, man, Bill, we want to thank you so much for taking out your time. Legendary status. Look,
Let's go.
The very first player, the very first city boy, Bill Bellamy. You are a street star, brother.
Thank you.
Shout out RealLyfe Street Stars, nigga.